Hello there and welcome back to France. Last time we turned Protestant, we took back two of the provinces from Avignon, and we're more or less now just waiting for our perfect opportunity to strike back to take the mains for Avignon, Toulouse and Foix. We're also most likely planning to do some kind of offensive against the Austrians, try to take something up here to just weaken them. Spain and Portugal has already most likely started colonizing the Caribbean, and most likely over here as well. We'll have to take a little look at that later once we actually can see that for ourselves. So we should probably start causing them some real issues here, try to snatch as much land as we can and basically just be a pain in the ass. The only real issue here, as you can see here, they have Itamarca, Pernambuco, Bahia. So yeah, take capital Madrid, change government form. But with the Republic, we can use the aggressive. We can simply take everything we want for 25% aggressive expansion, but still, it's not good enough for me. I will most likely turn, as I said, back to a. See, spread the word, gain one stability, not bad. But as I said, I'll most likely turn back to a feudal kingdom once I can. We'll have to wait for the next election, which is. If I'm not mistaken, in a year's time. I'm a little bit unsure. 8 years, so in 5 years we'll have a the next election. But as I said, we'll try to, for now, friend. Or at least try to be a little bit friendly with Austria. Try to same with Bohemia, even England. So yeah, if we can get an alliance with England, I say we have done huge progress. But also we could always attack them because Cornwall is our vassal, so potentially they could help out quite a lot in that term. It seems that he was sent home for no good reason, so yeah, we'll have to see what we'll do, but for now I'll simply put it on pause, and once anything interesting happens I'll let you know as usual. We just got another aristocratic idea which gives leader shock +1, and that's basically as far as we'll go for now. We'll focus on upgrading the military next to get tertios. So yeah, there aren't really that much we'll do. Conversions have become successful, so we'll just continue and try and convert everything here. Apparently we are no longer Defender of the Faith. Why did we lose Defender of the Faith? That makes no sense. Probably a call to arms that I didn't heed or didn't notice. So well, that's too bad, but still we should be alright. There aren't that many provinces left to wow, that's bad. That's bad right there, but it means that Austria is now in war with the Ottomans, I believe. So let's see here. We are a rival there, so that's actually not that surprising. Along with Poland, Foix, Toulouse, Mainz, Oldenburg, Saxony, Savoy. So yeah, let's see here. Who are they at war with? The Ottomans and the Papal State. So that could actually mean that we have our window of opportunity, so to speak. So we'll try and, since it's just Defender of the Faith, we'll try to go off our course here, annex them, simply to make sure that we have, well, basically taken back what's ours. But we'll have to see how it joins in. Austria joined in, of course, they actually did, and that means that I actually ran right into our armies, and of course I have maintenance that's pretty damn low. So yeah, all in all, not good. Not good at all. A very bad start to this war, as far as you can see. Grand privileges. Toulouse. I don't care what Toulouse cares about or thinks about me, for that matter. I don't really see why they actually ran into enemy territory. That's ridiculous. They were in our territory, my men, and then they decide to actually just run right off into the enemy. That doesn't make any sense at all. Seriously. And the Austrians are right on our necks again. So yeah, but with the Ottomans also being at war with the Austrians, I can kind of see that the Austrians sooner or later will actually suffer quite a bit for it. But until that moment actually happens, I don't know how things will turn out. But we'll do one thing, and that is hire some mercs. We are still we'll wait with hiring mercs until we actually are in trouble. I'm a little bit concerned here. Austria has 11 as us, so we should be alright in terms of that. And also, if we send those guys to help out, yeah, probably have that Austrian army destroyed, and by destroying just one Austrian army we will make some progress, that's for certain. So we're doing better, so to speak. Also, Austria joining in means that also a lot of other people decided to butt in. Wait a minute, that Austrian army, 23, wow, that is a 40 regiments army. That's going to hurt them a lot if they lose them. And that they did, which basically means now that Austria should be pretty severely weakened, but can't really promise anything in terms of that. But still, things are looking up. At least we can probably end up causing some trouble for them, although probably just little. We should be able to win this. The only real issue is that once we actually have to Spain declare war on us, site reconquest. Wow. So yeah, that's my issue here. I'm basically in the middle of hell, where everyone will start causing trouble for me as soon as they can. So yeah, we'll have to see how this turns out. We'll focus on taking down the Fiend, probably declare war on Toulouse as well. They're actually in this, and then we'll actually go ahead and declare a war with these guys, because, well, the funny thing is they can't do anything against me here. And I'm actually wondering, Spain wants to take Cantabria, this one. Well, I would actually not be inclined really to give it to them. The only reason is I don't think they'll actually go for just Cantabria. I think they want all three of them, and that's well, I want to say a minor issue, but it's actually quite a big one. So we'll have to see. Catholic Zealots in Anjou. Well, we'll have to see how we'll deal with this, especially since Austria on one side will cause some troubles, but still, as you can see, they don't have that many men. We're about equal in that department, but I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on here. If Austria is being overrun by the Ottomans over here, then they'll suffer high war exhaustion and slowly but surely die. That could potentially be something very good for us, but yeah, for now we'll detach a siege. We'll have them siege here, we'll have the other army run around, try to kill off these smaller armies, I guess, and hopefully it will pay off, but can't really promise anything. Divine Supremacy, fort defense plus 30%. That's quite good actually, that'll help us a lot, I think. This is also a little bit ridiculous that you actually have to allow it to save the battle, so to speak, before you can start moving on. And that is scary. Is that their entire forces? Yeah, that is. And of course we lost, but still. Can I get friendly with England now? That's the big question. If I could claim alliance... No. So we're still not completely friendly. We have a rivalry, which is basically the issue here, I think. So we'll be hunting down some smaller armies, causing a little bit of trouble. These guys are actually coming after me, and they actually got me as well. So yeah, and they actually destroyed that army. Wow. This game seriously, it just tends to screw me over time and time again. There's 25,000 Austrians marching into my lands here, and they are basically suffering no attrition at all, which is kind of surprising, to say the very least. So yeah, we'll go ahead and I should probably have created that army a little bit closer to mainland, but still, it's quite ridiculous that I know that my prestige sucks, but Austria is currently at war with the Ottomans. They don't have that many men, and apparently the only thing the Ottomans are doing are taking this one province here. So that's a little bit of a surprise, especially also it was annoying as hell that suddenly the damned damn Austrians decided to, well, let's screw him over. Because that Austrian army, that ain't really that good. It's just foot people, but still, it's just wreaking havoc, basically, and that is what's hurting me here. Also, as you can see, they have 42,000, about 50,000 men. I have about 20, but still, that's 10 standing there, 2 standing there. they are a little bit divided, but basically what I'm going to do now is go down once more, crash and burn if you like, basically because the Austrians have an extreme amount of an extreme advantage in terms of their morale here, and that's basically what's causing me these problems, that they have that incredible higher morale. But still, the fact that Austrians can run around with a 24,000 man army in my lands and not suffer any attrition at all is it's not understandable, seriously. My lands are good, but allowing 24,000 men to run around in my lands when without basically doing anything is quite stupid, to be honest. So we'll have to see how this turns out. But once again, I got burned by taking a chance, and then everyone decided to, he's weak now, he's at war, so we all bail on him. But still, what I will offer these guys are Burgos, everything. No. Yeah, it seems that I'll probably have to release something as well. Brittany, Cornwall. Yeah, if I would give up the vassalization of those. But yeah, I don't think Spain otherwise will have that much to say either. But still, we'll have these armies stand down. We'll create a new one up here, I think. At least try. 2 tertios and 3 Latin knights. Well, better than nothing. Siege of Burgon. But as you can see here, the main problem with the Austrian armies is that the extreme amount of morale that they have, thanks to well, being Defender of the Faith, being Holy Roman Emperor, and so forth. I can't really think of that many things. The other thing that's a little bit annoying here is that my morale hardly ever goes up. Maybe over the half. So we'll have to see how this actually turns out. Destroyed all my armies. So we'll go ahead and offer a peace deal. I'll cede Burgos to Spain, Languedoc to Toulouse, Skye to Spain. No. So yeah, we'll have to see how this turns out, but as of now we're basically screwed. So I'll give this a couple of days in think tank to see if we can actually turn this around, but I highly doubt it. We did too many blunders in the beginning. Austria became too big. We should probably have gone after Burgundy, then all out of Burgundy, because if we have taken this area, then Austria wouldn't have a chance to become as big as they had. And also, if we hadn't ended up in the coalization, we should probably have simply made a white peace first with England in the beginning. So I think I'll actually just go ahead and end this one right here, right now. We'll do it over. I have learned my lessons. I know how to well, grow fast now, become strong, and basically how I will go ahead in the department of kicking Austria's ass. So sorry, but I'll decide to end it here. I got to test out republics. I got to test out a lot of things that I wasn't really familiar with. I haven't actually clocked in that many more hours than what I actually have shown you guys. So I'm also just been testing out some stuff. We don't need that amount of diplomats, 2 or 3 is enough. So aristocratic ideas was probably a mistake here. We'll probably not turn Protestant in the other game. So we'll probably go for defensive ideas here to get morale of armies, leader siege, land maintenance, fort defense, reinforced speed, and not to mention the attrition. Discipline is a little bit tempting, but we'll leave that one be. Otherwise, it's also tempting to go for exploration ideas, simply to try and get to a new world before everyone else. But then we'll have to go for these ideas first. But yeah, as I said, we'll have to start over again. We'll think about how we'll do this. So thank you for following this short little, well, I guess you could call this the true test game, the true learning the ropes. So hopefully hopefully I don't even have to say hopefully, I will do better in another attempt. So thank you for following, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.